quick introduction. So in 2004, I graduated from Fullerton College in Orange County, Southern California, with a degree in psychology and emphasis in industrial organizational psychology. I moved to Oregon to try my first shot at business and to get a machine shop that fabricated motorcycles together, mini choppers actually, in Eugene, Oregon. And for a lot of reasons, the business ended up failing. And I learned a lot. On what to do and what not to do, and came back and was a waiter. Came back to Southern California and was a waiter for a little bit of time until I got a job with Crescent Solutions. And at the time, Crescent Solutions was a technical staffing and recruiting company that was recruiting recruited for companies like Fanuc Robotics and Sun Microsystems and Brass Tech and a bunch of other different companies. And within 4 years, the company was just a small company. In terms of size, there was the original 5, people that started the company were there, and I was their 6th person that was hired on. And at the time, they were about a $15 million company. So they were moving really quickly. But what I quickly found was, there's a lot of life things that were happening, and my dad was passing away, and I needed to move closer back to my family, and the job really wasn't working out. No matter how much I could get paid, there was this void, and I was also starting to experiment more with my my spirituality and starting to do yoga more, and money for money's sake wasn't really that important to me all of a sudden. But it was an amazing opportunity. The company still is very, very successful, and I would have been very successful financially if I would have stayed with them. But it was time to move on, and I did a list of all the things that I was interested in, all the things actually that I valued, a whole list, and then prioritized them and found out that, and then put how much hours I was spending with all of those values, and realized that the reason why I was unhappy at the company is I wasn't spending any time on the things that I valued most, and those things were free. So I aligned myself with my values, and I moved closer to home to be with my family, and to get out, closer to the family's ranch, and to help with my dad. Also, was wanting to be more in nature, just solidly. So I got a job as a ski, at a lodge at Montecito Sequoia, working, managing a ski lodge shop, and taking people on snowshoe hikes and guiding them, throughout the different trails that I would explore on. And it was amazing. I also taught a little bit of yoga at that time, and it was a really good time to center myself. But I wanted to go to grad school and study sustainability, and but also keep my spirituality kind of connected. And what I did was I started to apply to different grad schools and came across Maharishi University of Management. And when I visited, I found out that they were going through a transition time. Their founder, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, was getting ready to pass, and the people that had been there, the devotees of the university, were holding on to their traditional way that they've done everything. And but then there was also this new blood kind of coming in, and there's this new experience, and that was kind of evident from the day I set foot on the campus. And because I wanted to study transformation and sustainability, I thought that would be the perfect sandbox to kind of study social change and organizational behavior and organizational development informally, while I was, or covertly, while I was getting my master's in business at the university. So I got involved in a lot of projects, did a high-performance retrofit of a building, created a biodiesel processor from scratch, and created a co-op around that, and a wind generator, and then converted this old science building and did the high-performance retrofit on that, and just really started to organizationally kind of find my stride and how to get projects to happen and how to manage things but still have them be in line with my values. after I graduated, I realized that all the jobs that I was doing with the university kind of led into this other position that I then quickly pitched to the university to be hired on and to do some consulting with them as a consultant, looking at their attrition levels. And for the next 6 months, I helped the university cut their attrition by 20%, increase their retention by 20%, and using a lot of different tools that I would study, like spiral dynamics that I learned with Don Beck, and was being mentored by Elsa Malouf through the period of time, and also just really focused on like how communication works, and was really interested in memetics and how life conditions really affect ourselves and affect our worldview, and how do worldviews, when worldviews collide, what's the best way to progress and that for everyone to win, versus creating these us versus them kind of realities, and that was challenging, and I learned a lot from that. And then I was moved. My interest moved me into wanted to be working with the university sustainable living department more, where I kind of got my start. And from there, I started doing program development and doing a lot of the things I was doing for the whole university, specifically within the department, looking at how student attrition and student satisfaction and the policies that we create affect the students' lives, and also kind of being a voice for the students, and bridging the gap between the administration, staff, and faculty to the student body, and creating some policies and some decisions along the way. Within that period of time, I had a large project working with the Clinton Haida Central Council for a period of time. We had 2 visits, one to Heidelberg and one to the Tlingit village of Angoon. And what we did was a project called Sustain Angoon, which is a renewable energy project where they had their tribe had, in that current location in Angoon, was paying like 60 cents, about 6 to 8 times what we were paying for electricity, and they were having a lot of social problems. And because we had built a relationship with somebody on the inside named Andre Shakeen, he brought us in, and we proposed to do some renewable energy projects with him, and that was my first time to do a project, and at the same time shoot a documentary, which ended up going into a position, which was actually being positioned to kind of influence the local government, the tribe, the politics within the tribe, and then also the state government, where there was a common belief that renewable energies wouldn't work in this area, wouldn't work in Alaska, Southeast Alaska, and we were just wanting to show them that in one village with one system, that actually we could do something, and that was really good. It was a very fulfilling project, and there's still success from that today. Still a lot of politics and things, but at least we were able to show that we could improve that. Currently, I proposed we won this contest to, with the film equipment that I had from Angoon, I decided to start a company called Zebra Media with some partners, and partnered with iPhone Life, and Alex Akea, a good friend of mine and roommate in college, took over iPhone Life, as you might know, and we realized that they were going to need some video work along the way, as their print media kind of was going down with the trend of digital media, and their digital media was going up, on all the mobile devices. So we said, well, how about we take those things that we've learned and apply it to their website and their publication, so that they can have some video media that would go along with their mobile subscriptions. And so that's where I actually am right now in this process of saying how we can monetize that, how we can create something within that that would be profitable, fun, engaging, but then also use all the different things of communications that I've learned from the media with memes and things, and try to see how can we entertain, inspire, and also point people to use their devices more effectively and efficiently. Right now I'm confused where that's going to be. And that's the reason why I'm on this course with Seth and Lucas, to try to get clear on how to move forward, how to create a business, how to create a company that I'm interested in, that I'm having fun with, and getting the support that I would need for that.